Hello and welcome to this episode of Engineering Watch Interactions under the EduTech series. We had with us Mr. Dheeraj Mehrotra from Next Education in our last episode. We have with us an avid academician, an excellent teacher in statistics and economics, someone who has really loved teaching and who is also running a prestigious school in Amritsar. We have with us Mr. Akash Khandelwal. Mr. Khandelwal is a member secretary of the BAES Society, which is running the Delhi Public School at Amritsar. And we would be talking to Mr. Khandelwal regarding his experiences of being a teacher and as an academic administrator, and how the adoption of various technological tools and services have augmented the quality of education at his institution, and what kind of governance framework he has laid out at his school so that the power of technology is optimally utilized. It is not misused or I would say abused. So welcome, Akash. We would like to first know about your journey, like how come education, being an MBA in marketing, like how you chose to be an educator.
A very interesting, Raghav. The journey again for any part to be, any goal to be achieved, it has to go through different. There are different models which gets adopted, and because it's like how you transform yourself internally and how you transform the society which you live in. So certainly there was a change by the external environment, and I got influenced by my family and by people around, by meeting them, and there I gave a thought that okay, because qualification do have limitations, and we should go beyond that, because again it's the right work and right energy to be put in the right cause, and that is how I started. And thankfully and grace, by God's grace, I could reach somewhere and could contribute to the society to an extent by I think by making a change and whatever to whoever is there in education is one part. There are other parts of the society like in healthcare, and there are so many areas where India needs a lot of support, and there are people who are working hard, they need a lot of support. So me coming from a management background, I could see that there's a lot of governance, school governance and school quality, things can get changed, people are there and they need to be pushed.
So I think exploring an option, a career option in academia is probably what drove Akash over there, and this somewhat can be inspiring to a large number of our viewers who are engineering graduates across. Academia does have a very promising career option. It's not a profession by compulsion, but it can be a profession by choice. And we would move on to the fantastic work which DPS Amritsar has been making. So Akash, what has been the technological vision? Like there is a lot of talk about the technological tools, this gadget and that gadget and those pedagogies. Every now and then one or the other company is coming in pushing its own products. So how DPS Amritsar has been like taking this entire advent of technology?
Raghav, yes, because we are in that the last decade or so where Indian schools, largely private schools, moved from a pure chalk and talk method, where this got introduced as a part of the, like I could say, a very positive intervention. But yes, we could see that there are a few gaps which arose in that same way, because educators were not educated properly by many of the service providers, and somewhere what result we wanted to achieve for this country and for this whole nation, where we were touching so many peoples through technology, we couldn't do because one, that country didn't have that research to be given to those content and content creators and content providers to the school community. So somehow that got into a little bit of a mixed model where there are failures coming up. I could say failures in the sense that schools have started observing that after 5 to 7 years, where are we? We are at the same level. I can be a little critic in this nature because yes, technology is must for an individual, and that too in 21st century. But because the right way to use and apply and think. So somewhere I could just because there I would like to more emphasize on thinking, because thinking has gone a little away and outside from the classroom because of introduction of technology. Introduction of technology brought where the creativity went little down, and it was more dependent that okay, I could play and I could play the somebody else, but my learner is not the right way to adopt, because learner was not ready for somebody else content. So rather the companies, I would recommend that they should encourage teachers to create their own, because they should not intervene in their own their domain, because they understand the learner. You move 75 kilometers and the language changes, culture changes, tradition changes, learner changes. So learner has a very different style to adopt, but a uniform style being provided to all, because there is no company till date I've seen. I've been interacting, talking to companies that okay, you should bring this product, but they try to bring in a very uniform product, and uniform product for the whole country. Everybody knows our country is very diverse. So that is how I think it was a model where it could have been more effective, but it is little at a graduating to effectiveness. Now a few companies have started realizing, they brought out publications, so they are linking it now. So now teacher is becoming a partner in that progress. Earlier the teacher was becoming complaining also to the schools that okay, technology boom is there, but then the children are not using the right way. They are more becoming a repetitive learner by playing more video games or more mobile games. And we are talking that we have a very tech savvy society. So that is not there, because what I earlier talked in this interview, that thinking skills have gone out of these classrooms. And many of the schools are losing on, rather we should have a creativity quotient also now within the schools, that how this creativity has to be measured, evaluated, analyzed, and being delivered to the last learner again. Because as we all know that if a class of 35 or 40, as CBSE recommends, teachers are there, but then how to reach through technology is a challenge. So teachers have to be a real motivator, and they can be given so many tools, so many applications, they can be trained. And it's all, and Raghav, I emphasize that it's not expensive. Through mobile you can make people learn languages. Through mobile you can make things very easy. Only a teacher can carry a mobile and can do some, which is hardly an investment, and that 500 rupees, 300 rupees the school can pay to the teacher, and teacher through a smartphone can show it. That's all. We are not looking for a technology gazettes of a bigger order, and then school falling that okay, it's in obsolescence, and that is very high in technology. Then schools will how to replace. Then they feel that okay, we are pushed backwards. So the schools are working hard, but then they feel lost somewhere, because
so you are somewhere suggesting the adoption of technology in a more graded fashion, where you start with a basic technological adoption, maybe with a smartphone you are saying, or a tablet, and then graduate to more complicated or more advanced kind of a systems when you have taken up the motivation of all the stakeholders on board, where you have created a kind of an educational governance on technology, you've created a panel, and then you can put in more investment of yours. So I think the early adoption of technology is bringing out such larger challenges, which probably the players in the educational technology space would really factor into in their aggressive marketing campaigns and in fact product development per se. So Akash, you were very right that this is on the part of the schools, like technological adoption, like the schools have to come up with their own mapping and having their humane touch and all that stuff. So what do you expect, like 5 things to the technological world? What, when they are seeing the schools, they are seeing it because the marketing armies are created, and the very sacred purpose with which a product or tool was created. Marketers have a very unique. You are a marketing student yourself. You have been so they have a unique way of bloating the promises and doing it all. So what 5 points of caution or care you would like to suggest to the educational technology fraternity, so that the technology doesn't come as a fad, it really comes in and empowers and transforms wherever it is required?
Yes, I think because what the 5 points which they can look into. One, that they should identify the school, because schools they are taking it as a very uniform unit as part of their target audience, which is not true.
Okay.
So they should identify the school, and they should see that how the school has been performing for last 5 to 10 years.
Mhm.
In let's say they are talking about, because mostly rather this technology is being introduced for learning of sciences, mathematics, and languages.
Okay.
And these three are the central pillars of
Mhm.
learning of an individual in the schools, in the life of the child. So they should understand. They should understand the school first,
Mhm.
and then create a variance in their own solution. They should not come out with a uniform solution by talking to the school,
Mhm.
and then by pushing them. As you rightly said, there are sales strategies, there are push strategies, and their push strategies do sometimes work also, because then you get lured. And schools again, because they are it's a society and trust which is being managed, so they feel that okay, it's a very
A
attractive,
kind of a larger perception and a larger
perception, and
narrative.
because very few take decisions on such a core area. Very few.
Mhm.
Very few I can say, I can vet for it, because many of these schools don't have that capacity,
Mhm.
and then they rather go wayward. So the companies should have, rather they should be the right advisors.
Mhm.
They should rather
Mhm.
learn to say no if they don't have the solution
Mhm.
with that school concerned. If the
Mhm.
school is on a higher, you can say, learning index,
Mhm.
the proficiency index, then give a better solution.
Mhm.
They have created a solution which is uniform, not a unique.
Mhm.
So they try to do, because again it's coming from a for-profit sector.
Mhm.
So on their part they are doing the right way, but on our part, because it's dealing with individuals,
Mhm.
with the generations to come.
Mhm.
So, and it's the most important part of their life.
Mhm.
So that is one area what they should look into first. Second, the technology has to be affordable,
Mhm.
and they should come out with the flexible models
Mhm.
where they can talk about where hardware is not being required. They can provide hardware through only consulting mode. Push the schools to adopt a cheaper technology. As I talked about today, if you can get a smartphone of 10,000 rupees, give it
Mhm.
to all your teachers.
Mhm.
In India, if you see a CBSE school of 1,500 students, there are around, let's say, 70 teachers. And 50 teachers who get identified who are inside the classrooms, not talking about the physical education activity teachers, they can be given this small device, which is very affordable today, and that can be integrated with the server and with the Wi-Fi connectivity. Then you don't have to invest, and it's a mobile. So child or class being taken outside the classroom
Mhm.
can also be given that, okay, this is how it is functioning. You can see the temperature, and you can see how it is working, and this is how what technology can do. At an instant, you can show any video input, you can show any audio input,
Mhm.
you can give them the the language input.
Mhm.
So that all can happen, because as we all know that through
Mhm.
internet
Mhm.
we can make the children learn languages.
Mhm.
Why are we looking and craving for a good quality teacher every time for a activity based support?
Mhm.
If in a private school one has to, our students are not learning Mandarin, our students are not able to learn Spanish, German, French, Latin. Why? Because there are no faculty around.
Mhm.
But that dearth of faculty doesn't mean that there is no dearth of technology.
Mhm.
So these are the platforms which the tablets have become very
Mhm.
affordable.
Mhm.
So every time, because it's part of the volume sales, they come out with school. So they should see that, okay, the school, as rather I should say rather that they should come out with in correlation with the fee structure now.
Okay.
If any school is running in an area where the fee is of a lower middle class or lower to lower middle class, and that is around 600 rupees per annum per month, then you have to provide a solution of a
Probably what you are hinting at is the right mix of technology which the vendor should
Yeah.
actually suggest at, so that at their whatever evolutionary curve a school is,
That can happen.
it can pick and choose rather than enforcing a complete solution and
Yeah.
putting up a whole narrative around it.
Yeah.
But there might be some commercial reasons of it, because one, product development, because customizing the product,
Yeah.
the cost becomes higher in the software part, because if you mass produce a larger product,
Yeah.
so that might be the constraint. Maybe I would like to say that way. Fair enough. Fair enough.
So these, I think, basically, because yes, then yes, there is a, everybody knows. I think the educator or the school management, they also know that there is a cost involved. But yes, it's for the cause of the nation. If you are in education, that is, the government of India should subsidize their research and subsidize and give them that benefit that, okay, if you are trying to come out with and serving schools, there's so much subsidy happening. Why can't it happen in technology? That is an important tool going via these companies. There are companies, there is a triple B model which can be worked upon. There are so many schools which can, their companies can come forward that okay, they can develop a model.
Fair
They
enough.
can carry.
Having covered the right strategies for the schools and the right suggestions for the educational technology companies, I would just come to the last lap of this interaction is, what are the 5 technologies or technological areas which you as an educator would really recommend that whatever time frame a school takes in, it should adopt it in whatever time frame. So what are the larger technological framework you want a school should ideally implement to become future ready?
For a futuristic school, it's a stepwise process. So it depends on which stage and which step the school is likely in, and the school should not try to run. They should learn how to walk first in technology. So if they have that inbuilt capacity, if they don't, they should develop that competency in technology first, and then only can jump onto technology. There are schools who have been now feeling that okay, we walked too fast, or we ran too fast in technology. Today we are not able to deliver. So there they went wrong. So I would like to recommend to all the educators that they should do that level of research, that input.
So first is the development of competency in technology in-house. That is what you are suggesting.
Yes, rather they should have their own web-based support center where they can create their own reservoir also, because their own teacher is the world's best teacher for that student.
Okay.
Because that is the teacher they are connected with. That is the teacher that is the God-sent mother, and the child can learn from it. No other teacher of any intervention can work in this phase. So their own reservoir, technology, right, and the child. These three can come as a.
So in terms of technology, what are the basics in technology? How because technology in itself has become a talisman.
Yeah.
So what technology? Technology means internet bandwidth. Technology means basic computing peripherals or tablets or what? We are just talking about the specifics. Which a futurist, if today a school has to really invest into technology, start seeing the vision, how they should chalk out their own blueprint for technological adoption. What technologies you will suggest?
I would rather than go little micro in this nature. What you exactly said, that the schools have to develop their own competency. Now on going to the competency and the skill set side and the result analysis, they could see that what all difficult topics are not being delivered, or when being evaluated, they could see that there is a lack of teaching skills.
Okay.
So those topics can be identified, and that list can be given to the external education provider that okay, I'm looking for EAT, I'm looking for social science, I'm looking for something on heritage property information, and this is where, and that my child needs to learn onto that. So they can identify those topics in both, in maths also. There are few, I think coming from engineering background, you know that. Many of the, in my peer community, I know where they rather confess to me, and it's in an open heart discussion, that when we didn't understood in class senior secondary level, we fell down to the rote learning, because that was the only option given, because I couldn't understand, because there was no learning aids. So then good, effective, who are merit holders also, they get onto this mode because they have to complete the syllabus and have a problem. So there where the school comes in. The school knows that these are the current given topics which are being analyzed and which are being evaluated, and difficult areas. So that list can be shared. Only those can be taken as a sample for 1 to 2 years, and then students can be shown that if I am given any topic, and that topic can be shown through an audiovisual, only an audiovisual, not going to the internal where they started teaching. It is just as a learning 3D aid, where the illustrative medium
instead
should
of
come
drawing
forward.
the complex illustrations.
No, that only that teacher will talk about. But then illustrative medium will work as a complement tool.
So Akash, somewhere are you suggesting like the adoption of technology, instead of going it directly to the students in one go, and then at the same time faculty being pushed to adopt that technology, in the marketing mix of the companies or the school adoption strategy, teachers are first of all taken on board. A solution comes in, and where a teacher training program goes on first. And once the teachers feel themselves in their hearts they have got benefited from it, and then they start taking the assistance of those wonderful 3D illustrations and topics like that. So is it somewhere you are suggesting that paradigm shift?
Yeah. So this was the bridge, and the bridge was not followed.
Not followed.
Because somehow the decision making was with management, and it got pushed very fast. It got implemented very fast, and evaluated very poorly.
So the resistance of the teachers was seen as just another resistance of the staff members.
Yeah. So a positive intervention went into a very you can say that it could have worked wonders for our kids, but somehow it got disillusioned in midway, and all schools today realize that after 5 to 10 years what we have adopted will not be able to show the results through ICT. So, but yes, we should think positively, and the time is yet to we can correct ourselves, we can correct our thinking pattern, and the companies are doing great work, so they can come out with this kind of innovation where they have to have that hand holding with the teachers. Why can't we have the teacher as a resource? There can be their own teacher where the schools can be trained. Schools can be trained onto that. Because we should not get into their domain. Their expertise is entirely, they understand their school, their community, their learners so immense, which you cannot.
But generally it has been seen, like it has been a general comment that training the trainers is one of the most difficult aspect of it, rather than like in our tradition it has been said, Vidya Vinayam Dadati. People who become more and more trained, like they feel that they don't need a training of that sort. So how in the current regulatory framework, how in the current governance of the schools, this teacher training aspect can be induced for better results?
I think one, our performance indicator, one, because school management, I'll go to the governance and appraisals. Governance and sub-part appraisal, which is a very important element of the schools being how evaluated from the management side. So there should be now a new appraisal that how ICT and what ICT resources are being produced by a given teacher, and what all has gone inside that classroom by using the technology provided by the school. That can be in any form. It can be in a smartphone, it can be in tablet, it can be in laptop, it can be through projectors, it can be through any given mode. The mode is not important, because mode became very important, the hardware mode, and the teacher became less important. The content became less important. So the content can come, and then content can where the teacher, because teacher here has to motivate and has to empower itself. But he has given a task, given an appreciation that can be of any order, they will come forward.
So you're somewhere suggesting that the fancy fascination of technology can be used as a bait to re-augment the entire space of teacher training. Like you will get a chance to play with these jazzy tools. So that way the entire lost and the stagnant paradigm of teacher training, which has somewhere got lost in the entire teaching learning process, where teachers have thought that they have reached the end of the word in that narrative. The same notes have been following all through the years, the same rice papers or things. Because of the advent of technology, the student is smart enough to come, sir, I have read a different definition of it, can you please better on top of it?
Notes can follow, Raghav. Again, we are not touching their internal critical success factors. Every teacher again is a unique. They have developed their own unique models to present. We are not challenging how the concept has to be delivered. Which sometimes the content provider says that this X concept has to be given in a model, which is not true. I can move around, walk around, meet the learners, take them outside the classroom and give that concept. So don't burden me with this concept. That is where I was talking earlier in this interview, that creativity got...
Let you give me the freedom to adapt it.
And if I know, teacher knows that, okay, this is the right time where I will show an illustrative.
So somewhere the narrative, it's going on that teachers don't know. Teachers are incompetent. This is probably not the scenario. Every teacher, to whatever extent they are masters, they have been training students and churning out the best kids across for all these years. Technology is just a facilitator, and that should facilitate the teachers further. Akash, just one last lap of this, that you have been in a league of immensely innovative educators, which have been thinking more of out of the box thinking and apart from the regulatory framework and all. So what I will say, what kind of innovative adoptions you have done at DPS Amritsar? Some of the interventions which people can really take cue from
In technology?
in technology and in larger teaching pedagogy supported by technology.
We were rather the first one to introduce technology, very initial ones,
Mhm.
the first adapters, you can say. And we had a rough patch because, but then again, that model got little into transform more, where the management and the principal got all, that they were the key stakeholders that, okay, you should use the technology. So, we could see that the results started delivering, but somehow not to the satisfaction to the learner. So one thing I would rightly say that students were becoming more as a passive learner in little of the in the primary module or in any given module, because that was becoming repetitive. So again, that was an experiment, or rather I can say a pilot, and then we corrected ourselves, because then we became a little choosy.
Mhm.
And we did the right marriage with companies from Hyderabad, and they came out, and there were many more companies. So and then we became selective and then adopted in a classroom where we saw that, okay, science learning or math learning is going down, and we introduced that. So now that is working very fine, and we are going stepwise. So we have created our own ICT plan for next 3 years. That is, I would say, ICT vision document. Most of the schools today have an institutional plan,
Mhm.
but they don't have an ICT plan as part of their strategic thinking.
Mhm.
So they miss out on that completely,
Mhm.
because they don't involve the ICT department and people from rather today parents can become a very effective tool in decision making on this, so they can also contribute.
Mhm.
That was one area. Second, like in our schools coming, I think this will be the first school to next week, rather I would say that our tablets are coming, and we are giving tablets to every teacher. And teacher, because tablet again is an affordable medium, but that has been provided on a sharing basis
Mhm.
and given to the teacher, where they will be given a task also, and an internet facility is there, so they can plug in and show through a projector-based medium, or through a collaborative learning, through a group learning. They can use this medium, and they can, tomorrow let's say we talk about that, okay, such an episode happened at Badrinath, but why it all happened? Few of the schools got into discussion mode, few didn't.
Mhm.
Such a huge tragedy happened because of the nature fury.
Mhm.
So we should understand and sensitize our children that this is how it happened. You
Mhm.
have to take care of the Mother Earth, and should show them the videos that, okay, this is how that erosion took place, this is how the landslides took place, and this is the reason behind. So somewhere, if you are disturbing, so ecology, environment, all that gets learned through a live video.
So even being
So-
a DPS Amritsar, you have advocated more the tablets for the teachers first,
Yeah.
rather than the students in one go.
Yeah, because again we see this as a
Cost
learning-
effective approach.
cost effective, and rather second, this is a learning curve.
Mm-hmm.
We all understand that teacher is encouraged, because then teacher is again becoming a
Learner
trainer
himself.
and trainer to that student how to use this tablet.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's we all know that we have to be in cyber security,
Mhm.
because we cannot go
Mm.
across the lines.
Mm.
So that all can happen when teacher is trained.
Mm.
Otherwise, we have been seeing that MMS theory is coming out, which is again, so somewhere that value and
That discretion,
that discussion
that-
should not happen, because just of technology. we
Fair
are
enough,
introduced.
fair enough, fair
So
enough.
we should not run that fast.
Mhm.
Neither school is required to.
Mhm.
Education is a process,
Mhm.
and it has to go through. So we are not going through milestones,
Mhm.
which sometimes companies do push
Mhm.
and schools do adopt.
Mhm.
That okay, in 2014, 2015, 2016 will be the best school.
Mhm.
Nobody can make that.
Mhm.
Only unless and until that you are empowered,
Mhm.
you yourself have that own resource,
Mhm.
and you can use that technology and mix that their resource, the best of the resource, with yours,
Mhm.
and give it to your child,
Mhm.
and that you have a complete relationship. I think that is one area. So that can improve on governance,
Mhm.
because then the second is which we have implemented by using smart cards,
Mhm.
and because the complete history of the child,
Mhm.
where earlier I talked about that mapping can be carried
Mhm.
out. So we know that okay, how the child has seen and gone through this
Mhm.
ICT classrooms,
Mhm.
non-ICT based classrooms, the reading side,
Mhm.
because we are today the second thing is that we are missing onto the reading habit also.
Mhm.
And schools are not able to track that, because they are being distracted by the medium, the technology medium back at home. Parenting also is becoming that okay, you can watch TV and do your work. So somehow they lack reading skills. So we are trying to inculcate that technology has to have some limitations. We have to use in a limited frame, and then you can use more of it.
I think we had a fabulous interaction with Mr. Akash Khandelwal, and we could bring out one of the unexplored and untrumpeted side of technology. Akash is no technology agnostic. He is very much for technology. Educational technology is a transformational tool, but the pace at which technology has to be adopted at the school has to be determined by the school itself. No external agency can come and empower you in one go. As Akash has said that at DPS Amritsar, they have a ICT vision document which is working steadily but slowly at the pace with which all the stakeholders of the institution can come together and understand the whole value and the impact of the technological tools which are there, because the kind of technologies which are coming every now and then, there is a new tool, there is a new innovation, but not everything can be adopted and internalized in an educational institution. So thanks a lot, Akash, for sharing such insightful, incisive, I will say, inputs of yours. Probably these will help the educational technology vendors to a large extent, who have to empower themselves, who have to strategize for the next lap of their journey. And also it will help the schools who are starting their journey or who have been entangled into the technological whirlpool to create a kind of a strategic vision, a clear vision. And probably we hope that Akash would be sharing the experiences further to other schools as well. Maybe DPS Amritsar can be approached by all those schools who are viewing this episode of us. So thanks a lot. We will come again with yet another exciting episode of Engineering Watch Interactions under the EduTech series. Thanks a lot. Thank you.